Invite tribe. Here we go.
Hi!
Hey, yo, what is up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to Rich Abroad. I'm your host, Richie Rich.
And this is Cheng. So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, magandang umaga,
Where's it
magandang
afternoon
hapon.
at? Where's it afternoon?
Maybe some
Hey.
other parts of the world.
Okay.
But today, we have a very exciting topic, and we're going to talk about exposing the real truth about age gaps in Filipino relationships. But before we talk about our topic for today, let me just remind everybody that this is a call-in live stream. The number is here, 415-490-8030, +1 if you're calling from outside the US. And as always, we expect everybody to be respectful because Slick Rick will be here to be real quick on the trigger. And Rich will be telling you more about the phone call rules.
All right. Yeah, actually, just so you guys know, we do listen to the feedback that you give us. And one of the things that people have said consistently is that they love the call-ins. However, having said that, that sometimes the calls are too long.
Yeah.
So and that causes a couple things to happen. Number one, we don't get to as many comments as we would like. And number two, sometimes the calls can be too long, and it can, the audience retention goes down. So what we did is we're instituting a 2-minute rule. 2 minutes on the phone. We love having you guys call in, but we just need to shorten up the calls, get to the point, stay on topic, and move on to the next call or to the next conversation. That way we get to read more comments, we get to keep the audience retention high, and that is always the name of the game, to stay entertaining.
Yes.
So that being said, go ahead, Cheng.
So keep it concise, and with that, let's shout out some people in the live stream. But before we do that, let me just remind everybody that this coming weekend on Saturday, September 27, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Draft Restaurant and Brewery, we are going to have a meet and greet collaboration with the one and only Sunshine Shoulders and, of course, Rich Abroad. So, again, it's
how to do it. How do I do a little thing again?
Media assets and then logo.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah. But
put up right.
Yeah, we can just
bing.
Bing.
It didn't. Yeah,
it's not showing.
Okay.
But anyway.
Okay.
All right. So again, at the Draft Restaurant and Brewery, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Power Plant Mall, Makati, September 27. We would love for you to be there.
Lots of promos and lots of promos on our channel, so you'll see it all over the place. If you don't know where to go, use Google Maps. It's easy, or Waze. It's easy to do. Power Plant Mall, second floor. Find the Starbucks. Find the Starbucks.
The biggest Starbucks, because there are two Starbucks.
There's two Starbucks in Power Plant Mall.
There's cinema. In the cinema, there's Starbucks also.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Good point. Find the Starbucks downstairs in Power Plant Mall and then go upstairs, right?
Yep.
Good call.
All right. Thank you so much, Cliff TV, for your super sticker. Thank you.
Thank you, Cliff. We always appreciate that. So you said we're going to shout out the people that are in the chat right now that are here.
Yeah. Okay. So let's shout out. We have Rhoda is number 1 on the list today.
Appreciate
Hello, good morning. DC is in the house. We have Raymond. We have Tiger Ronnie, of course.
What's up, Tiger?
Slick Rick is here. And we also have Willie F. Welcome to the Philippines.
Welcome to the fam. Welcome. Is Willie in the Philippines?
Yeah, he freshly landed.
Willie, where are you? So if you're in Manila, Willie, you should get a hold of us. It would be cool to get a hold of you and maybe meet up and talk and chat, have dinner or lunch or something like that.
Yeah. Right? Hello, Naps. You made it just in time.
What's going on, Naps?
And we also have Obi-Wan.
Did you get Raymond in?
Yes.
Okay.
We have Tracy Laurent.
Hey, what's up, Tracy?
Drew is here.
Obi-Wan, Drew. Okay.
Roger Walker is also with us today.
Right.
All right. So I think
did you say DG?
Yes. DG, not yet.
I don't think you said DG.
DG, good morning. Hello.
Forget my man DG in Washington.
Yeah, DG. We also have Cliff TV. Thank you so much for joining us. And Kay Fleetwood.
Mr. Fleetwood, what's going on, brother? Nice to have you in. And let's get into the show. Let's kick it off.
Okay, so You ready?
Yes.
Okay. So some older foreign men are
Mhm.
some say that they're predators. Others say
Wait. Some foreign men say that they're
no, no,
predators.
no. Some say, or a lot of people say that older foreign men are
Ah,
predators.
now I
Okay.
understand you.
So
Okay.
others say younger Filipinas know exactly what they're doing. So tonight we're exposing the truth about age gaps in Filipino relationships. And it's not what you think. So we're going to talk
How
about
you know what they think?
Hmm?
How you know what they think?
Of course, we're going to ask them what they think so that we know what they think. But before we do that, let's define, let's break down the reality. What is the real condition about relationships, or what do you think about the real age gap situation here in the Philippines?
Are you talking to me? Or
Mhm.
what do you mean? What is when you say the
What do
real
you think?
situation? What does that mean?
What's your opinion on the real deal of the age gap Filipino relationships here? What do you
Uh,
think?
the real deal in the age gap relationships.
Hmm. So what do you call,
I
like,
don't remember us going over that question. What was the question we talked about last night?
we break down the dirty
Okay.
old
And
man
what's the question?
stereotype.
What's the question?
So what's the max age gap that you'd accept in a relationship?
Okay, I remember that question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I remember that question. So for me, I don't like young girls. I've never been, when I was young, I liked young girls, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a dude who likes the young girls. I admire somebody's hot, a
Mm-hmm.
hot young body with anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but as far as I don't know, I think the age gap, I would say the max 20 years.
20
Max
years.
20 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 60, she's 40. I'm not 60. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
throwing numbers out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 50, she's 30.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
So you think
40, she's 20. That's close. Yeah, that's 20 years. 20 years would be my max
mm-hmm.
age gap. Yeah.
I think I would go as far as 23 years.
Hmm. 23, kind of
23 years
an
age gap.
arbitrary number. Okay.
But there's a little, because I think that you should be at least 7 years younger than my dad. At least that's my
Hmm.
my my thinking. No, you should be that close of an age to my dad. So
Okay.
that's like my
Yeah, I'm not close to you there.
yeah,
Okay.
far.
All
But
right.
yeah. So I think I'm somehow close to what your max age gap
Okay.
would be. So how about you
So the
guys?
first question of the day
Mm-hmm.
is the first question of the day is what's the maximum age gap that would be
Mm-hmm.
acceptable to you guys?
Yes.
How much older could you be
Mm-hmm.
than the Filipino you're dating, or to the woman, not
Mm-hmm.
just
You're
Filipina,
dating.
but
Mm-hmm.
to the woman you're dating that you would be okay with it? I mean, is
Yeah.
it 50 years? Is it 20, 10 years? What's the maximum age gap that you would be okay with? That's the first question of the day,
Mm-hmm. So
right?
have you, aside from me, have you like ever been in a, what's the biggest, we're 17 years.
Hmm.
So what's the next age gap relationship that you had, like
Not
the
nowhere close.
nowhere
Nowhere
close?
close.
So it's like mostly like I think 3 to 4 years age gap is like the idea, or the average, or the
And
normal.
before, I mean, in China,
Mm-hmm.
less than 15 years,
Less
somewhere
than
right on 10 to 12
10.
years. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
But this is like your first 17 year, or more than 15 years age gap.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So I think
I've never dated somebody 17 years older than me.
mhm.
So, um, yeah,
I've never me either.
because you old,
Yeah.
you old. Yeah,
Yeah, but for you
I've
guys,
never
what
dated an older woman like you.
ay grabe. But for you guys, what do you think will be the max for you? So,
What's the maximum age gap?
mhm.
That would be acceptable for you guys. Okay.
Yes, okay. So,
DC said 15 to 20 years is good. I
yeah,
think
I
so
think
too.
so too.
I think so too. 15 to 20 years, you still got a lot of EXP on her. There's a lot for her to learn.
Mhm.
She's not young, but she looks young. I mean, depending on how old you are,
Yeah,
but she still looks good. Hopefully, she's taking good care of herself. 15 to 20 years seems okay to me.
I think
Right.
so too. Especially if both of you are, just like what you said, taking good care of yourself, and
Right.
you don't look your age.
Right.
So,
Mhm.
DC also said that 30 plus is nothing but a
Nothing but a
dream.
dream. Nothing but a
Mm-hmm.
dream. I hear you. Right.
Mm-hmm. So, Chosen One is also here. We love the Philippines. Where else in the world can a 70-year-old date a 20-year-old?
You can do it in the U.S., but you better have a lot of money. You get
Mhm.
Hugh Hefner, right? You better have a whole bunch of money,
Mhm.
and yeah, I mean, there's got to be a reason she's with you, and it
Yeah.
ain't just because you're a strapping dude, right?
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
yeah, otherwise there's going to be a reason behind it, right?
Mhm.
So 70 and so a 50-year age gap,
Yeah.
yeah, a little crazy, but yeah, but it is what it is, right?
Okay. So DC said Cheng is
It's
a
a
pretty
pretty young.
young thing.
I want to love you. Okay.
We'll do a one-liner lang,
Right,
ha,
yeah,
when it comes
exactly.
to
Yeah, you
song.
can't get beat. Can't
Okay.
get beat up by
Oh,
YouTube, right?
what? Before you were the one who's like telling me to stop singing. Now I'm the one telling you
Yeah,
to
but
sing.
I don't keep going. I just do one line and that's it. Yeah. I don't get
Okay.
how many times have I sung and we got taxed on YouTube? Never. Never. How many times? Never
Okay, let's
mind.
not
Yeah,
talk about
okay. Okay.
it.
Anyway. All right,
Okay.
Obi-Wan said I had a 25-year age gap and it didn't work out. 20 years is the max for me now, right?
Mm-hmm.
20 years seems to be 15 to 20 years seems to be like a good
Mm-hmm.
it is like a good number where
Mm-hmm.
it's okay. DC,
Okay.
DC
Go ahead.
said 20 years.
Yeah. So Ahmed is here.
What's
Hello,
up, Ahmad?
Ahmed. Age is just a number.
I
That's it.
don't know, Ahmad. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Before I used to believe that,
yeah,
age is
I
just a
don't know, bruh.
number. Especially when it's your birthday, age is just a
Yeah.
number.
When you 1 year older than you were,
When,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, Ahmed, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying I agree with you either. I don't think
Yeah.
age is just a number. I think age
It
is
is a
more
number.
important. It is. I mean, it is, but I think it's more important than some people say,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Kay Fleetwood said, I
20
like 20
years
years max,
max.
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
20 years, okay.
Okay.
Um,
Nap said
mhm,
it's 25 years for him.
about
Mm-hmm.
25 years, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So
Tracy
Tracy,
said 15 to 20 years is a sweet spot,
yeah, I agree. I
okay.
agree.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for checking in, Clint P.
Clint,
Thank
what's up,
you.
man? Okay. And then
Mm-hmm.
what Willie had to say. Willie said 20 years is fine, but it depends from where you start, right? Like exactly. Good
Yeah.
point, Willie.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're 45 and she's 25, she might be a little bit young, right? But you might have to connect on ideas and the ways of thinking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I
I
agree.
think, but 50 and 30 doesn't sound bad at all.
Yeah, I
Doesn't
agree.
sound bad at all. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So Obi-Wan said, I don't think the age gap matters so much if you stay in the Philippines.
Okay. Obi-Wan, I think it does and it doesn't. I think it does and it doesn't. We'll get further into that as the show goes on,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it matters, but it doesn't matter. It depends on what you both want.
Want.
Okay. But for the most part, I feel you. For the most part, I feel you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Rhoda said,
Rhoda said 15 to 20 years age gap for
okay,
me.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
that 15 to 20 years, somewhere between 15 and
15 to
25
20.
years
Mm-hmm. It's
seems
good. Seems good.
seems to be the
Mm-hmm.
the point where people feel like it works. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
Raymond,
Mm-hmm.
it's 15 to 20 max.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh, we have a new name. We have,
I didn't catch any name. Hold on.
okay,
Muhammad. Muhammad.
Mohammed
Muhammad.
Abdirahman.
I like it. Abdurrahman. Ah, shout out to you. Right?
Mohammed
Muhammad, welcome to the
Abdirahman.
show.
Yeah.
Welcome to Rich Abroad and welcome to our family. Muhammad
Mm-hmm.
said 15 to 20 years max is what's up. Okay.
Yeah. So I think most of us in the chat would agree that 15 to 25,
Mm-hmm.
around 15 to
Right.
25 is a good age for us. So
Mm-hmm.
Tiger Ronnie said, I was thinking 20, but I keep getting ghosted by less than 20. Then I went out with a younger one and she is still around 1 year and 6 months now. Okay.
Okay. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So 20 years. All right. So I don't know. I can't get but to each his own. Every couple's going to be different. Every
Mm-hmm.
couple's going to have their own dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Maybe what's your
Derek DG is spitting out lines, lyrics.
okay.
Do you know?
No, I don't have
It's
any
Prince.
idea.
It's
Okay.
Prince. Yeah.
I have to look it up.
Yeah.
Cheng
Hot
is a hot thing,
thing.
barley.
You never word. Okay. Anyway.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so Kay Fleetwood said, I would not be comfortable with someone younger than my oldest daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
Seriously, I would have a problem with that. I would have a problem with that. My daughter's 28 years old, and I would have a serious problem dating
Mhm.
somebody. And somebody in their 20s would just bother me.
Mhm.
If yeah.
You don't see that?
Yeah.
The
Why don't you?
moment
The moment I look
you
at you, why don't
I
you
know
just
already.
dig it out? Yeah.
Yeah. I know the
Yeah, it's
queuing.
like for real. I'm like, I take a double take, right? I'm like, come on, man. Right?
You
We've done
don't
this a
see
few
that.
times before, right? Yeah.
And then I know your
Right.
line already. You don't
Right.
see that? You sure?
All right. So Knapp said age gap also depends on whether looking for a short or long term relationship, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I think it does matter. It definitely does matter what you're looking for.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, because look, if you're just looking to have fun, what do you care about the age gap?
Yes. I
If
think.
you're just looking for short term fun,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, what difference does the age gap make?
Mm-hmm.
You're in it just to to get yours and she gets hers, right?
All right. So thank you so much, Christopher Michael, for your super chat.
Much
Yeah,
appreciated,
thank
Christopher
you so.
Michael. Always appreciate
Yeah.
super chats, super stickers, and any support that you guys all give us. We
Yes.
always appreciate that. Okay.
Okay. So
All right.
good.
Slick Rick reminds you guys to come out and join us for our meet and greet out in Makati at Draft Restaurant. We're gonna be collaborating with Sunshine Shoulders. It
Yes.
should be lit, son.
Yes.
Should be lit. So if you're out here in Makati or out here in Manila, and Willie, that includes you since you're new
Mm-hmm.
here. If you want to join us for our meet and greet on next Saturday, a week from yesterday, so
Mm-hmm.
6 days from now,
Yeah.
you are invited.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So okay, go ahead.
All right. So, Derek DC said, I agree with Fleet. I'm not trying to be intimate with anyone the age of my children. I'm not trying to be a Shannon or R. Kelly.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Exactly. Don't
Mm-hmm.
pee on me, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
R. Kelly.
I
Right.
know.
Yeah. All right. Raymond said, "If for me dating a 20-year-old woman, I would feel a little creepy.
Mhm.
I would too, Raymond. I mean, I'm not. I mean, no shade on anybody else who likes to date young girls, but I would feel pretty creepy. What's the next question?
Here, let's break down the dirty old man. Here in the Philippines, you hear a lot
Mhm.
of, when you see age gap couples, they're most of the time Filipinos refer to the older guy as a dirty old man. So
Filipinas refer to him like that?
yeah, I hear this a lot before I even met you.
Uh huh.
DOM, you call that.
Seriously?
Yeah,
I
DOM,
didn't know that.
dirty old man. So
I didn't. I never knew
it
that.
is it's referred to as, like, someone who sponsors
Hmm.
the younger Filipina of
Uh huh.
money. That's why you can see that she's having the latest phone.
Hmm.
She has a nice outfit and all that.
Right.
So he's called the DOM. So in our minds, or it's a stereotype
Shout
here.
out to you for putting us up on game.
Yeah, so here in the Philippines, like when an older guy or older foreigner for that matter is with a Filipina, in our minds, or a lot of Filipinos' minds, you're called a DOM, or dirty
You
old
think people look at me like a dirty old?
man. Of
Think
course
I'm
not.
a
You
dirty
don't
old
look.
man?
You're not old.
Yeah, you older. Man. Anyway, uh,
But yeah.
yeah, I didn't know
Mhm.
that. But look, but can we just put something on the table
Sure.
and just call it a spade a spade? Because I just sometimes I just want to get down to it.
Hmm.
What's the reason she's dating him out here in the Philippines? Like, can we can all agree
Hmm.
that being out here in the Philippines, a lot of times it's going to be a very unique experience where an older guy can still date a younger woman, and it's very unique to the Philippines. There's not very many places on this planet where you see that. Not even in Thailand, not any other country, but here in the Philippines.
Hmm.
Why is it prevalent here? Why is it prevalent here? Why are young women willing to date older guys? You hear the word stability.
Yeah.
You hear stability, but what does stability really mean?
Hmm.
What is it? What is it? It means money. He's got
Yes.
money. He can change her life.
Hmm.
He can change her life. Go ahead.
Yeah, and let me add to what I said earlier about dirty old man. In Tagalog, we call it 3M. Okay, 3 M's. Okay, three letter M's.
We get that.
Matandang, madaling mamatay. It's in translation, it's an old man who will die easily. Because when he die easily, of course, especially when they're married,
Mhm.
they will be all the inheritance, or whatever, the pension and all that, will go to the wife. That's why, sometimes.
Cool. Okay. Got you. Got you. All right. Okay. We appreciate that. Again, I never knew that local people were saying that. I know people look at you kind of sideways when they
Mm,
see an older dude with a young girl because they're like, yeah,
yeah.
we know.
The
But but isn't it a transaction? That's That's kind of the point I want to make today. Isn't it a transaction? So, I mean, we already established I'm not really with the young girl thing, but let's assume that I was. Isn't, huh?
You're not with a young girl. I'm just kidding. I'm
Well,
just playing with you.
you're not. You're
Yeah,
not
I'm not
old.
young.
Yeah, no.
Mm.
I mean, you look great. But I'm just
Mhm.
saying. But isn't it a transaction?
It
And
is.
is there anything wrong with that? You see, you mentioned she's got her nice fit on all the time.
Mhm.
She's got her iPhone. She's wearing this. He's taking her on trips and all that stuff.
Mhm.
She knows what she's doing. She
Mhm.
knows what she's getting,
Mhm.
and he knows what he's getting.
Mhm.
Here's the problem. I think a lot of dudes come here and they find the younger girl
Mhm.
and they get caught up. I think a lot of dudes come here and they get caught up and they really think that they think she
She
really loves me.
cares.
She really loves me because she's taking good care of. He's getting things that he never got at home. She's taking good care of him. She's cooking, she's cleaning, she's doing all the stuff. She's doing the pipe fitting, she's giving him a lube job, she tune ups all the time. She's doing all the stuff he wish he had before, but now he's getting it. So it makes you feel, oh my God, she really cares about me. She really,
Mhm.
but she's just smart. But she's really smart and she's doing her part of the transaction. It's a
Mhm.
contract, it's kind
Yes.
of an unspoken contract. She's doing her part, she's fulfilling her part of the contract.
Mhm. Isn't it that you want value for your money?
That's what it is.
Like you're putting in your part. Like for
Mhm.
example, if I'm an older guy, my part is, since I have the money, so I'll be the one to, support whatever we need to
Who
do
you
to.
supporting?
Wait, hold on. Support whatever we need to do together. Like for example, our food when we go out, I'm in charge of that. Something like
Wait,
that.
huh? Who are you talking
No,
about?
I'm the older foreigner. Okay,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
the
I'm like,
older foreigner.
let me be the older
Okay,
foreigner. Yeah.
okay. For
Okay.
example, you're
Yeah,
the
it's
older
confusing.
foreigner.
Yeah.
You're the older foreigner. You'll be the one in charge of the, date nights and all that.
Yeah.
But for example, me, I don't have a job, so
Mhm.
my
You
part,
have a job.
for example, only,
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
if I don't have a job.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my part of the, exchange is that I'm gonna, the service that I'm going to give is value for your money, which is keep your, clothes clean, put food on the table, clean your
That's
house. That's it.
that's your part of the. That's your
Yeah.
part of the.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But sometimes, because we do it out of, transaction or value for your
Mhm.
money, sometimes one person in that situation will catch feelings.
Or maybe
And
they both do. Maybe
mhm,
maybe she catches feelings for him too, like we talked about last
mhm.
night. She'll catch feelings for him later on, but in the
Yeah,
beginning, she's just
she's
like he could upgrade my life.
mhm,
I'm in, right?
mhm.
And maybe she'll catch feelings from him and really start to love him. But I mean, but for real, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I just think we have to be real with
Yeah.
what things are,
Mhm.
and understand that get out of the Disney fantasy thing and take it for what it is. So when you see an older dude or you see a dude with a younger girl, to me, I just don't think nothing of it. I just think it's
Mhm.
okay that they're having fun, they're enjoying
Yes.
their life, and
They,
she hopefully she's doing her job, he's doing his.
mhm.
Because if he ain't doing his,
Why would she be
she
there?
wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
She wouldn't stay there, right?
Mhm.
She's gonna look elsewhere. If she's a cute girl, she's fit,
Mhm.
feminine, and friendly. She's gonna look somewhere else
Yeah, I
because she
agree
can,
with that.
right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay. So.
All right. We'll take this first call.
Mhm.
All right. And this is gonna be DG because I know the number. What's going on, DG? What you got, man?
PG, man. Hey, tell Shane I got a 3M for it too.
Okay. She's right here. She heard you.
Maitim,
Hello.
Matigas, Mahaban.
Say that again,
You hear that?
please.
Maitim, Matigas, Mahaban.
Maitim, matigas, and mahaba. Okay. Maitim, maitim is black or dark.
Uh-huh.
Matigas is hard. Mahaba is
Black,
long.
long, and hard.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're silly.
You crazy,
That's
man.
100 for the hit Shane with that.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for the call, bro.
All right.
All right. Take care, man.
You know, our mind works differently. The moment you describe something like that, I'm not gonna talk.
Yeah. Okay.
But
All
anyway,
right.
thank you, DJ.
Okay.
Okay, so where are we?
All right. And then so what was our next point? We're talking about the relationships
Mm-hmm.
and how
How
it's a transaction.
it's a
They're happy. They're
transaction.
enjoying their lives, and so why should we care? Why should
Yeah,
anybody
why
care?
should we care? And also a lot of times, here in the Philippines, because we see it often, like a lot of older guys with a younger Filipino, sometimes, people just are just okay with it already because it's like the norm, or a lot of people are doing it. So
Mhm.
let's take this call.
Okay, Raymond, what's up, man?
Man, okay, so I got a question.
hmm
Shane could probably help.
Mhm.
So when I was in Puerto Galera, the beach resort,
Yeah.
there was this guy. He had to be easily 80,
Mm-hmm.
and he was with a Filipina that was maybe legal. I don't know,
hmm
but Filipino women tend to look a lot younger.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be, how people might be looking at you saying this dude might be sex trafficking little girls, calling in on you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a thing? I heard that's a possibility. I don't know if that's true, but man, that was a little creepy. I was like, to each his own, but yeah,
She,
it
I
was
bet,
it,
I
it
bet
was,
she was
it was
getting
rough,
something out
bro.
of it.
Mm-hmm.
I bet she was getting something out
She
of it.
must. Okay, take care.
All right, man.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Right.
Yeah. So, just like what we were saying earlier, I think that people will look, because
Yeah,
and
it's
people will look,
unusual.
and people will have their thoughts
Mhm.
on the couple. But if you are, why would you care so much about what other people would say? Because you're getting what I'm getting from you, and you're
Mhm.
getting what you need to get from me.
Mhm.
So it's between you and me.
Mhm.
So other people can just say whatever they want to say in my minds or out loud. Just be respectful to their decision, because it's them.
Mhm.
What do you say in Chinese? If they're happy.
如果你很开心，我很开心。
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you so much. That
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
what you said.
Right. I mean, I bet he's getting something out of it. She's getting something out of it. So
Mhm.
I think, okay, if he didn't have money,
Mhm.
would she be with him?
I don't think so. I'm just being
In the
honest.
case that Raymond just mentioned,
Mhm.
if he didn't have money, would she be with him?
I don't
Would
think
she
so.
just look at him and say, "Wow, what a handsome 80-year-old dude. I really want to meet him. I want to
don't
get
think
to know
so.
him."
I don't think so.
Right.
I'm just being honest. I'm just being real, and I think that the first thing that if I'm, for example, a 20-year-old, and with a 80-year-old guy,
Mhm.
I think the first reason I am with him is because he has something that I need.
He has something to offer, right? He
Mhm.
has something, and we know what he's getting, right?
Mhm.
He's getting taken care of in every which way.
Mhm.
It's a trans. I mean, a lot of people just don't like to hear that word.
Yeah.
It makes them feel some type of way. But isn't that what a transaction is? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, most relationships are
I
transactional.
think all of,
all-
or not all, maybe
most.
not between parents and children,
Mm-hmm.
but I
But
think every other relationship, work, personal, they're transactions.
yes, you get
Yeah.
something for something.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. So I
So,
think it just makes people feel some type of way when you say
Mhm.
transaction. Let's
yeah.
get back in the comments.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Where did we leave off at? Okay,
Where
here we
the
go.
age max.
Yep. Here we go. So we're right here, and I think we're right here on Christopher Michael.
Okay. Mhm.
Just go ahead here.
All right. So old man with a young woman equals money and taking care of the family. Mhm.
That's to me.
Yeah.
That's what it equals.
Yes, it is.
That's exactly what's going on. And I mean, let's call it what it is. The Philippines in general is, there's a lot of impoverished people,
Mhm.
and if you're a foreigner, you could potentially change her life.
Yes.
I
for
mean, like
sure.
really
Mhm.
change her life, right?
Mhm.
She now has access to a lot of things she didn't have access to
Mhm.
before,
Yeah.
and he has access to something he didn't have access to before,
Yes.
right? So I mean, it's a dub for both of them, right?
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right. Let's see. Okay, not love. Christopher Michael said not love. Let's
Mhm.
get through here. Okay, here we go. Isaac, what's up, Isaac? Isaac said I'm late, but I'm here. What's up, everybody?
Hello,
Right?
Ike.
Okay, and let's see what's.
Mhm. So Rhoda said, "That's what other look and think of you when you date old guys."
Yeah.
Yeah, they look at you, and then in their minds they already know that, oh, she's after the money, something like that.
But do you think they envy you, or do you think they look down on you?
Both,
Both, a little
both.
bit of both.
They look down on you, and at the same time they envy you because you have
Mhm.
some.
You have stuff they don't have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I mean, do you think some of them say, "Wow, maybe I wish I had the same opportunity as she does
Mhm.
because maybe I don't speak as good English,
Mhm.
or I'm not as cute as she is, or
Mhm.
whatever. I don't have
This skill set.
I don't have those options.
Mhm.
I don't have the options she has.
Yeah.
And now look at me and look at her,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
I think
A
I agree
little
with
bit
you.
of
A little bit
both.
of both, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
So
Oh, let's get Cliff
yeah,
TV.
Cliff. Cliff TV said, "Young girl, get out of my life. My love for you is way out of line. You better run, girl. You're much too young, girl." Can anybody name that
I knew it
CD?
was a song.
Yeah,
Dang, it sounds familiar. Those lyrics sound really familiar.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know the
Mhm.
song.
Okay,
Yeah,
so Mr. Alex 787.
just Mr. Alex. We'll just call him
Mr. Alex, I was welcome to Research Abroad. First of all, thank you for joining us. I was watching your video from 9 days ago about Chinese people marrying Filipino women. It's happening in Hong Kong as well. Hong Kong men do not want to date women from China as well.
Yeah, if you've ever been to Hong Kong, Mr. Alex, I don't know if you have or not, but it's expensive in Hong Kong, and the life. I mean, you don't get it's a super. The population density in Hong Kong is crazy for such a small place. There are a lot of people packed into such a small place. So
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't surprise me. But there's a lot of Filipinas that are like
Nannies.
nannies and
Mm-hmm.
housekeepers in
Hong
Hong
Kong.
Kong. So it does not shock me at all
Mm-hmm.
to hear that. Right? Okay.
Yeah. So Clint P said, "So what they saying? Because any age women you get, you got to pay. I want
Yeah.
mature women and want to wait, look her and do get frightened."
Yeah. It doesn't matter the age of the woman.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to pay. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a stigma too associated with there's oh he's giving her money, she's getting money, but every man that dates a woman has to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Every man that dates a woman,
Even if
there's a
you're,
price.
yeah, even if you're not in an age gap
Yeah,
relationship.
age gap or not, there's still a
Mm-hmm.
price.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Yeah.
Yeah. So Eric is here. Hello, Eric.
What's up, Eric?
Yeah. So the whole prohibition against age gap with older men and younger women is a feminist psyop. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Younger women have always valued older men. I think so.
I think so. I think they have too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just the age at which they value older men.
Yeah.
All right, I think we got Rhoda calling in. Let's get Rhoda on the phone. See what she's got to say. And hold on just a second, Rhoda.
Okay.
Okay, Rhoda, what do you got for us?
Hello. Yes, hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Rhoda.
Good morning, everyone. Okay. Here's my take to that topic. Something like if you are still in a getting to know each other stage, something like in that stage, if you still have a choice, I don't think that a woman would choose just anybody else if you still have other choices, just like men. If he has a choice, why would he be choosing someone, a woman who is not made up or something like that? If he still had a choice, like if he has something like woman A, woman B, two personality is good, nice personality, but one is somehow a little bit, how would that say, struggle or not, just so, but others is somehow made up, already established. I don't think that a guy would be choosing letter A instead of letter B if the two of them has a nice personality, something like that.
Right.
So if a woman has a choice, I would say men also has a choice to pick someone who choose they think that is better for them. But I wouldn't say that. Let's say a woman would choose something like a man who is already made up or something like that. But there comes a times that he would be broke or something like that. But I wouldn't say that he would leave that man because he doesn't have money anymore.
Right.
Because I do believe that it's not that kind of transaction that you would offer to that man because it also involves feelings. You love that person, not just the 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 benefits that you are receiving from him. So
Okay.
I would have to say I would stand up for him and maybe I would have to work for him or provide for him in behalf of that. Because
Okay.
as I have said, I am already made up. I have
Right.
something to offer. rather than just my labor of love.
Right. Okay. Good
Something like
points.
that.
Thank
Good
you,
points.
Rhoda.
Very good points.
Mhm.
Thank you for that, Rhoda. We appreciate you.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Okay.
Mhm.
She makes a couple of good points,
Yeah.
actually.
So you want to go ahead?
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, and we talked about catching feelings, right? Who knows how they start the relationship?
Yeah.
But she falls in love and she cares about the dude. But I think that's the difference between getting a quality woman and one woman who's after your money is when the money dries up, that other woman is gone. She's looking for bigger and better things, and she's on the greener pastures.
Yeah.
But the quality woman is sticking
Won't-
by your side, and
yes.
she's going to keep taking care of you, and she might have to go get a job or do whatever
Mhm.
she's doing. Right? What did you want to say?
I think I picked up on that point too.
Mhm.
I think I like that point. It depends on the stage where you are in the relationship.
Right.
So of course, if you're just new in the relationship, you're just in the getting to know each other phase, just like
Mhm.
what Rhoda said. I think that's where you test, each other's character, and when the money runs out, if she's gone quick, then
Right.
you know what she's after. But if the woman that you chose is still with you, even if at first you have the money, and then suddenly for some reason your money's gone, so she's still sticking there, helping you out. So I
Mhm.
think you've got a quality woman. But of course, she at first, it's on the duration of your relationship, what phase you are in.
Got you. Got you. Do you, who has so one of the questions we asked
Mhm.
yesterday in the age gap relationships out here in the Philippines, who has the power? Does the woman have the power in that relationship, or does the man have the power? Who has the power in that relationship? Is it equal? Or is it equal? Does she have more power than him because she's young, she's
Yeah.
beautiful, she has options?
Mm-hmm.
Does he have power because he has
The
money?
money.
Right. Who has
Oh.
the power?
Can we say both? Can you answer
I don't
both?
know. What do you think?
I
You
think
can answer whatever you want to answer.
because I think it could be both, that they have both the power in the
Mhm.
relationship. Because if you're young, you have the energy, you have all that. You're young, you're on your prime, you're beautiful.
Mhm.
So there are a lot of other men who would want to, approach you or be with you
Mhm.
because you're
Could be,
younger.
right?
Could
Could
be.
be.
But if you're an older guy and if you have some money, then you will attract a
He's
lot
got
of
some options. They might not be high quality options,
but
but the man's got options,
yeah. So
right?
you know what I'm saying. You have different powers. I
Okay.
have my youth as my power, my beauty
Mhm.
as my power, and then the older guy has the money as his power. So
Okay. So let me throw some different things at you, right?
okay.
So you say she has the power, right?
Hmm.
But let me ask you this. Give me an age for her. Give me an age.
Let's say 25.
She's 25 and
Mm.
he's how old?
Let's say
55.
55.
Okay, so that's 30 year. Let's make it 35 and 55. How about that?
Okay, sure.
Okay. So she's still young looking, right? She's Filipina.
35 and
So she's still
55.
young looking, got a nice body and all that stuff, right? Okay, but what if she has kids? Who has the power now in the relationship? Between the foreign man and the Filipina woman at 35, if she has kids, who has the power?
The guy.
Okay. And I'm saying why does the power shift? Why does the pendulum shift?
Because as we all know, single mothers are like considered, can I say that, leftover
Yeah,
women,
whatever you want to call
whatever.
them.
Yeah, but it is not, let's use the word, least desired by men.
How
So
about less? Just how
less,
about less? Okay.
less,
All right.
okay, desired less by men.
Okay.
So I think, because one of the criteria of men is not to mess with someone who has children.
Right.
So it eliminates
For some guys, right?
for some
So
guys.
now it eliminates some of her options,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
So her options get limited. Once when she has kids, she's 35, but she's got kids. So
So
that's going to
half.
limit her options.
Mm.
Now she doesn't have the option of dating Filipino men, right?
Mhm.
Because that's off the table. So does she still have the power? I don't know.
No.
But let's throw something else out there.
Mm.
What if she's been married? What if
If-
she's been married but she's separated?
Oh.
Who has the power?
Now the guy as well, because it's part of the vetting process.
It's part of it. So we've said over and over again, there's not a channel online on YouTube that hasn't said don't date don't date married but separated women, right?
Mhm.
So once that foreigner finds out that you're separated but married, boom,
Boom.
you eliminate a whole bunch of your
bunch.
options are going to be eliminated.
Yes.
So do you still have that power?
I don't have.
What if you're married but separated
Mhm.
and you have children? How
Mhm.
many options? But you're still pretty. How many options? Do you still have the same amount of options? I
No.
don't think you do.
Mhm.
I don't think you do. And that's not to say that I think the men have the power, because I agree with you. I think it's equal, but it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
It depends a lot on the situation. I think it matters.
Yeah,
Right?
I agree.
You had something you wanted to say?
Mhm. So I just think that there's a little double standard when it comes to age gap, because let's say, for example, an older guy will have or will date a younger girl or a younger woman. Then I think it's okay, because the man is made up, he has the money. But when an older woman dates a younger dude, how come it's so like
It is.
looked
It's a
down
double
upon?
standard.
It
It's a
is.
double standard. I don't think it's looked down upon. I mean, when we were younger, right? When I was in my 20s, I remember when I was 19, I was messing with this woman who was 27. And she worked at a doctor's office, and it was like the coolest thing. Everybody was like, "Yeah, Rich, you're the man," and I'm like, and I'm thinking, "Yeah, that's right."
It's like,
because she's an older woman,
Mhm.
experience and all of that stuff, and so it's cool. But um, I don't think it just is what it is. I don't think dudes feel bad about dating an older woman. I think you want
about
that
dudes.
experience, yeah,
For dudes.
yeah. But for men to date a younger woman, people, even in YouTube, when um, I think I saw this thing where Charlize Theron, she was messing with a dude who was like 27. He was just giving her the salami, right? And she was bragging about it.
Mhm.
But then in the second, when you turn around, she's bashing older dudes dating
They-
younger girls, right?
Yeah.
So I hear what you're saying. It is a
Mhm.
double standard.
Mhm.
But I mean, out here in the Philippines, it is what it is. That's what makes relationships in the Philippines very unique, and I think kind of cool, because I think there's a lot of older dudes out here in the second half or in the fourth quarter. They get one last chance at love.
Yeah.
They get one last chance, and I mean, depending on how you pick, how you choose, you get one last chance at love.
Yeah.
I
So
think it's kind of cool.
so
That's my thinking. Yeah.
speaking of unique, because you said that it's unique to the Philippines
Mhm.
about this age gap thing. So that's one of the reasons why I think a lot of foreign guys are choosing Philippines over our neighbor Southeast Asian countries.
I think so too.
Because this
Mhm.
is, it's, why would I go to a country when I know that I don't have a chance?
Right.
So
Right.
something like
I mean, if you're dating Chinese, if you go to China, age gaps are not big in China. I mean, they're acceptable, but to a much smaller extent, right?
So
There's
like
not
five.
going to be 20-year age gaps.
Okay.
We're not doing that in China.
Mhm.
No, there's not. That would not be acceptable. Her
Mhm.
family would not even have it. But
Mhm.
no matter where else you go, even in Thailand,
Mhm.
where it's acceptable age gaps, but it's not going to be 20 and 30 years.
Mhm.
It's not going to be 50 years, 70 with a 20-year-old or something like that, or
Oh,
70
yeah.
with a 30-year-old. It's not going to be none of that stuff.
Okay.
So I think the Philippines is unique, and for me, I'm kind of like, I think it's cool. Everybody deserves their chance at love,
Yes.
at having a happy life, or having happiness. And if you can come to the Philippines, and as long as you both understand what's going on, you both, and she's of legal age,
Mhm.
and you both understand what the dynamic of the relationship,
Yeah.
and you both happy, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. It's not for me,
Yeah.
but I'm
it's
still
for
cool
them.
with it if it makes both them happy. Right?
So let me just cut you off a
Go
little.
ahead.
So Clint Pete, welcome to Rich Abroad. He's now a member. Clint
Hey,
Pete.
Clint.
Thank you so much. And also Big Boss is now a member.
Big Boss
for
is a
2
member?
months. Yeah,
Nice.
for 2 months he extended those.
Thank you,
you
Big
so
Boss.
much,
We
Big
appreciate
Boss.
that.
And not just that, DG also renewed his membership.
Oh, they do the thing. They do the little things. Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Thank you so
Hey, thanks,
much.
DG. You always appreciate that.
Yeah, guys.
And by the way, speaking of, it's a good time to do the promo for next week's live stream. Friday night in the US, Friday night, we have a members only live stream. We're gonna keep the topic secret, but you will enjoy the topic. Actually, but next Friday, members only live stream, and then of course we're gonna have our regular live stream on Saturday night.
That's
right?
for sure.
Okay. All right, awesome.
Right. Thank you.
Okay. All right, let's get back to the comments.
Yeah,
we don't want to run away from them too much. Go ahead.
Okay. Can you read it for me, please?
Sure. You all right?
Yeah, my eyes are a little cloudy.
Okay. Willie said it's agreed. If it's agreed from both sides, that's all fine. However, doing it systematically for the man to keep providing and entertaining gives wrong habit to the women, can denote a lack of confidence. Willie, I absolutely agree with you. We just had this conversation
Yes.
last night. I think a lot of the dudes who come here, the reason that they flash the money is because they don't have confidence. They believe that that's the only way they're going to get that woman. That's the only way they're going to get that woman is they have to have money, or else they're just not going to get a Willie. I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay?
So Obi-Wan said, it doesn't bother me when I see age gap relationships in the Philippines. Maybe the super old guys I look but the arrangement seems obvious.
Right. It just is what it is, right? Okay.
So
okay.
Tracy said, it's a transaction everywhere except in the Philippines. Even if she does it for the money, she's doing much more than women in the West that are in real relationships. It's a win, and that's on the low end.
And you know what?
Go
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I think we just I remember our conversation last night, but because here in the Philippines, the guy is overwhelmed and sometimes is confused.
It's a lot.
It's confused. He's confused that she's cooking for me. Oh, she's washing my clothes, but I didn't get this at home. Well, here I just give her what she needs, and she does X amount of things for me too. So, sometimes they mistaken it for love, but eventually
maybe it can be love.
Yeah, it can be love.
But I think the thing is, here in the Philippines, you get more bang for your buck. Literally. Right? You get more bang for your buck. And I think that's the big difference in the Philippines is she's going to give you your money's worth. Like literally, you're taking care of her and she's literally taking care of you too. And I'll add one more thing to it. And she loves taking care of you. On top of it, she ain't doing it with an attitude like, with a funky ass attitude. She's doing it. Yeah, I mean, there's like literal like love. She loves doing this or doing that for you, doing little errands for you stuff. She feels good about that. It makes her, gives her a sense of worth, right? Sense of self-worth. But I think that's the biggest difference to me about being in the Philippines, that you get more bang for your buck out of the relationship, right? It is a transaction just like the rest of them, but you're getting something you're getting equal value. It's been reciprocated. It's been, and that's what I think. Okay.
All right. So, the big boss said, bottom line is that dudes do that because they can get away with it here. As long as she's legal, who cares? But it's still not a good look. So they just gotta stay out of my orbit.
Big boss, that's kind of where I'm at. We just talked about this last night. If she's legal, I mean, there's laws. There's statutory laws that say what's legal and what's not. And the reason those laws exist is because we want to protect young people who can't make decisions for themselves, right? So if she's legal, she knows what she's getting out of the deal. He knows what he's getting. She knows what she has to give to get that. If they both understand, I'm not. Why would I be worried about it? If she understands it and she's good with it, why should I care? Right? Again, I don't think it looks good. I mean, it might look some type of way, but if they're cool with it, why wouldn't I be? Okay. All right. Let's see. And Willie said, absolutely, it's a moral transaction or agreement.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what it is, right? All right.
So Clint P said, real talk, I'd choose loyalty over love.
Love is fleeting. Loyalty is tough too. But you know what, Clint? I might be with you on that one. I would be with you. Okay.
Okay. So Amirabui Al Mubarak, big ups and big ups.
Big ups. Okay, cool. All right.
Okay, don't forget that this is a call-in live stream. Thank you, Slick Rick, for reminding everybody. The number is here, 415-490-8030. Add +1 if you're outside the U.S.
Now, this might be a new name, because Party Hard Trucking and Traveling.
It's not a new name. Welcome.
We've always had Party Hard Trucking? Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, welcome back.
Welcome
back then. I don't remember that name, right?
I remember.
Party Hard Trucking.
Yeah.
It's a cool name, though. I like the name, right? Okay.
Party Hard.
Right, exactly. Okay, Tiger said, should I break up with my girl since she's over 20 years younger. No, I mean, if you're happy, then why would you care what anybody else says, right? Granted, she doesn't ask for stuff, only my time and attention. Then you got it made, bruh. You got it made. She ain't asking for a whole bunch of money for you to buy a whole bunch. The attention can be something else, but I mean, why would you break up with her if you're happy and you're both enjoying it? Shoot.
Yeah, you, as much as possible, it's between you and her. As long as you both understand what's in the unspoken agreement
That's it.
between you two, then you'll
She's
be
of
fine.
legal age. She understands what's going on. You understand what's going on. No, don't break up with her.
Yeah.
Not if you're happy, right? All right. Party Hard said we've been paying since we started dating. Exactly. It doesn't matter the age gap. You are going, if you're messing with women, you're going to pay. You're paying for what you get, right? You're paying for the lube job, paying for that tune up, right? You're paying for it. It just when you take her out to dinner, you're paying for it, right? When you whatever it is you do that you guys do together, you're paying for it. You might not be handing her money, but you're paying for it. And that's the transaction. That's the deal.
Yeah. Okay, so the big boss said, my daughter is 29 with a master's degree and a decent job. Like most of her friends, these young women are not looking for old foreigners. They want Filipino professional men around their own age. I agree.
I think so too. But then why don't they have those men? That's my question to you. Why don't they have those men?
Why don't they have?
Yeah, if that's what they're looking for, why don't they get those men?
I think they can get those men, and at the same time, I think they're more focused on their career as of this moment. Like when they're at their peak, like 29, they're focused on their career. They want to establish their life first. But the man, on the other hand, doesn't want. Men from different countries also think of the same thing, that I don't really care about your career. What I want is someone to build a family with, and if you have the money, then we can build a life together, but I really don't care about how much money you make. So I think they're focused more on the
When you say they,
the women, the younger women here in the Philippines, I think is more focused on building their career. And sometimes most relationships that they have is with in their workplace. They find a partner in the workplace, so with closer to their age. So I think I agree with Big Boss that they're looking for local men also having the same qualification, professionals also.
Right. I really think, this is my own opinion, I think that's a small group. I think that's a small group of women here who are looking for that professional Filipino men, because I think that there's a lot of young women here who have babies. I mean, unfortunately, there's a lot of young women who have babies, and that immediately eliminates them from that Filipino professional man. And then there's another group of women who get married, and now they're married and separated, and they're not annulled, they're not divorced, they're stuck in limbo because they can't get divorced. That eliminates them from that Filipino professional man too. And so I don't think they're eligible anymore. I don't think they qualify per se for that Filipino professional man, because he wants that girl who's tight, who comes from a good family, who has money, who's on her grind too. He wants the educated girl. He wants that girl.
Yeah, like for example, if I'm a Filipino man, that I'm educated, I'm a professional, I also want a Filipino woman who's educated also and is a professional.
Status is very important out here.
Yes,
it's super important. He's not going to Tondo. That Filipino professional man ain't going to Tondo to get a girlfriend, right? He wants a girl from his neighborhood that went to a school like he went to, right? Yeah, status is huge here, right? Okay.
So DC said, if you think that super young thing wants you for who you are, stop spending your money and see what happens.
Right. See what happens, and see how quick.
She'll dip.
Yeah. See how quick she dips out. That's real. That's real. I mean, it doesn't mean she don't care about you, but look, people are trying to make it.
Yeah.
People are trying to make it, and they're looking for their best option, whatever that might be. People are looking for their best option.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So, Slick Rick said Rhoda always has great takes on the topics.
That's why we love having her on. I absolutely agree with you, Slick Rick.
Okay, so Party Hard said, as a man, if you happy, you can't worry what others say. Misery loves company.
People always try to duke you on your happiness, man. Always. So that's what I said. If you happy with your girl and you guys have a 25-year age gap, whatever, dude. Have your 25-year age gap. Don't worry about what other people think.
Yeah.
I know you said that in jest. I know you're just joking, but I wouldn't give a damn. I wouldn't give a damn at all. Yeah.
That's why sometimes, this is just my personal opinion, that you have to like, I want to keep my relationship private as much as possible, because I don't post on social media. I don't post my relationship, or I don't brag my relationship to anyone outside my circle.
You don't brag about me?
Huh?
You don't brag
my
about
friends know about you. Okay?
You don't
But
brag about me though.
about my work, in my workplace, because I want to keep it professional. They don't need to know.
You're ashamed of me?
No, of course not. Honey, I want to to shout out to the world how proud I am to be with you. But no. But you get what I mean. I want my work to be just work. I don't want them to meddle with my personal business, because that's not their business.
Right. I'm just playing. Yeah.
Because here there's a lot of chismes, and those people who are,
what's chismes?
Chismes is like gossip.
Okay.
So just like what he said, misery loves company, and people who are miserable will try to ruin your relationship, because they want you to be miserable too.
Right. Tiger said, I don't spend money. She has a job and supports herself and her family. I've said a million times ad nauseum, don't come here and date a woman that doesn't have a job. Right. And I don't mean freelancer either. I don't mean a freelancer or massage therapist. I mean a woman who has a job, like a real life job where she gets paid twice a month or however much. Twice a month, a real job. If you date a woman that doesn't have a job, you're asking for problems. Trouble. You're asking for lots of trouble. Okay. All right. All right. So, next, Paul Cree.
Hello, Paul. Thank you
Paul?
for joining us. Legal is, of course, a good standard. Grass on the field, play ball is a bad joke. I like the formula, half your age plus 8. I'm happy with my current relationship, 1 year next week, with a 9-year age gap.
Congratulations on that, Paul.
Half your age plus.
Let's say. I'm way over that. Yeah. I'm way over that. Yeah, think about it. Yeah, 57, how is half of 57?
57.
Half of 57 is 28 and a half, right?
Plus
is that right?
8.
Yeah, 28 and a half plus 8. Plus 8. Yeah, I'm way old, man.
Oh, yeah.
I got to dip and get me somebody younger. No, I'm just playing. Okay. Yeah, Paul, it is good to see you. Always nice to have you in the comments. You guys, hey, don't forget, you can call in if you want to. The phone lines are still open. Phone lines are still open. Call in, drop your comment. We always love to hear from you, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
So DC said the power lies between the relationship.
I think it does. I think both people have power. They both have power. I think the pendulum kind of swings. The pendulum does kind of swing though, depending on the situation. All right, Tracy's calling in. Hold on. Let's get Tracy in here. Hold on, Tracy. Hold on a sec.
All right.
Tracy, holla at your boy.
Hello.
Holla.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, man?
How's everything? I figured I'd just give you guys a call just to say what's up.
We appreciate you calling in, bro.
Thank you, Tracy.
What you got on our topic,
Yeah,
man?
I'm on the topic. I mean, it's just what I said earlier, and someone just touched up on it earlier. If you just put a test out there, and if they're for you, they're for you. If they're not, they're gonna bounce.
Right. No, I totally agree. I think it's all about choosing the right person, choosing the high quality woman, and not getting suckered into the low hanging fruit, because there's so many good looking ones here, but they'll get you, man.
Agreed.
Yeah, some of them are low hanging fruit though.
Listen, I told you the other day that I'm on my way down. When I come over, I'll take both you guys out,
Tracy,
hang out for a little bit.
Tracy, don't come out here and not holler at your boy, man.
No, I will. I definitely will. I'm burning time right now. So next month, I'm officially done.
That's what's up. We're looking forward to having you out here, brother.
All right, y'all stay up, man. Be good.
Bet. Hey, and if you have any questions, Holla at your boy. Let me know, okay?
Sure thing.
All right,
Thank
take care,
you.
man.
Thank you,
You bet.
Tracy.
Very well.
All right. So
Okay.
Rhoda said, I think 50-50 both has the power.
I think so too. It depending on the
Mhm.
situation.
Yes.
Because the pendulum can swing depending on a couple things, right?
Mhm.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. So, mhm.
Okay.
So
DC
DC
said-
said it
Go-
depends on the individuals. Yes.
All right. Mr. Alex.
Mr. Alex said, last time I was in Hong Kong in 2017, on Sundays in Hong Kong Island, mainly in Wan Chai, Admiralty and Central, there are young Hong Kong men who have taken interest on dating Filipino women. I think there's like a plaza or like a park where a lot of nannies or overseas Filipino workers hang out during Sundays, especially during their day off.
Right.
They sell stuff. They meet with four fellow Filipinos, and that's a good place where Hong Kong men would look for Filipino women.
My client Cecily tells me about about stuff like that. I had 3 clients in Hong Kong, and they tell me about the Philippines hookups. Anyway, okay. So Party Hard said,
I'm 48 and my girlfriend is 32. Been together 2 years and I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm happy.
That's a good gap right there. I mean, you breaking it down all the time. She's learning stuff all the time. It's a win-win. I think it's a win-win. And I just want to be clear. I ain't throwing shade on any of the age gap relationships. I think if it works for you, that's all that matters. I just know what works for me and what wouldn't work for me. But the whole thing is whether they're happy or not, and they understand the relationship. It don't matter what other people say. It never should. Okay.
Okay. So you almost have Cliff TV said you almost have to be in an age gap relationship to find a girl that don't have children. Right. I heard it's possible to find an older person that don't have children, but wow, a lot of baby daddies.
Hey, and Cliff, let me add one thing to that, bro. If you find a woman here who's in her mid to late 30s or early 40s, and she ain't never been married and she don't have kids, be careful. Be careful, right? Because it sounds like, wow, I found a diamond, right? Maybe not. Maybe there's a reason she ain't never been married, and maybe there's a reason she ain't never had kids.
But
Just saying.
some of the Filipinas that I know who are a bit older, single, and were never married, no boyfriend since birth.
Yeah. But why?
According to them, they're very selective.
They're always, I'm just really picky. I'm really selective. I haven't found the right one. Or maybe the dudes are really picky. Maybe the dudes haven't. Yeah, maybe they didn't pick you. Maybe there's a reason. I have found that when I've met in the past, when I met women who didn't have children and who were in their mid 30s to mid 40s, there was always a reason. It became apparent very quickly why they'd never married and why they didn't have children. Not every case, not all, but I'm saying it became in my experience, it became apparent very quickly as to why she was single. Right? Tiger said guys have the power. Tiger, expand on that. Yeah. Why do guys have the power, Tiger?
Yeah.
Right. And I'm not saying I disagree with you because I think there is a certain amount of power. But why do you think guys have the power?
Yeah. So Clint P said, I think all women should be tested while you got money. Act like you don't, and you will see what you got laying next to you.
Clint, I tell every man here, when you come here, don't talk about your money. Don't even. It shouldn't even be part of the conversation.
Yeah.
It's not when you just first get here. It shouldn't be part of the conversation. Just have fun together, talk together. What's your future plans? Get to know each other. But why does she need to know how much money you have when you first meet? Why does she need to? She don't need to know none of that. Don't talk about your money. Those are the dudes who feel insecure and they're trying to hook her with their money. They're trying to lead with money. You don't need to do none of that. Clint, I'm with you. Just act like you don't have money and see how she is. If she really likes you, she ain't asking you about your money because she's got her own money.
Yeah.
She got her own job.
She doesn't need to worry about your money.
She don't need your money. She's looking for a man. She's looking for a real man.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So Willie said, we should not be talking about power. things get in place on their own as long as both love and respect each other. Yeah,
I
because
agree with that.
yeah,
Mhm.
because in a relationship, I think you both put in different things. It may not be to some, it may not be equal,
Mhm.
but I think both put in different things in their relationship.
Right.
So it may not be equal to you financially, but I think in my opinion it's of equal value.
Okay, I agree with that. I
Mhm.
don't disagree with that at all. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's see.
Mhm. So
Okay.
we have
Party Hard said
Mhm.
nobody has the power. They're power together,
Together.
right?
Yes.
Clint P is a new member
Yeah,
of.
we did already.
Okay, we already did it. Okay,
Mhm.
my bad. Thanks. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, damn it, I'm still announcing. Clint P is a new member. Right. Right. Big Boss Man said, go ahead.
Any young woman clocking foreigners got their eyes on the loot. All of them. Only caveat is to what degree, a little or shameless cash grabbing. Mm.
I totally
Mhm.
agree. I quite
And I think, I think a lot of foreign guys already know what they're getting into.
they know.
They
They
know.
know. It's but they have the Disney thing where like, oh, she really,
Mhm.
oh, I could get this young girl. I'm this old dude. I can.
Mhm.
We all know, but
Mhm.
sometimes people want to pretend that something is what it isn't, and it
Mhm.
makes you feel a little bit better.
Does it
But
mess
yeah,
up with your ego when someone's giving you that a lot of attention, like, it makes you, it boosts of your confidence or your self-esteem, especially when you come here to the Philippines and there are a lot of women who's paying attention to you than compared
I'm
to
sure that happens to a lot of guys. I'm
Mhm.
sure that happens to a lot of guys.
Mhm.
I didn't really have that problem.
Mhm.
But I know that it happens to a lot of guys because I get a lot of calls and
Mhm.
emails
Mhm.
from the audience, tell me about their experiences, and we'll do a mailbag. We got another mailbag coming up because there's even more. But I know it happens to a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming. It
Mhm.
is. Okay, let's see. Tiger said,
Oh, she does have a son, so that gives me the power. Mhm.
it it limits her options. I mean, it
Yeah.
just does. It
Mhm.
just does. I mean,
Mhm.
we can pretend, but I'm just not in the whole pretending thing. It limits her options.
Yeah, as long as I
Yeah,
think as long as she understands that.
she understands
Because
that.
a lot of women would say, "Oh, I have a job. I can take care of my own
Hmm.
children. I don't need a man." Because that's what they're
That's
always
cope.
that's always saying, "I don't need a man. I have my own job." But why are you on a dating site if you don't need a man?
Mm,
So you just have to be honest that, I have a job. I can take care of myself and my children, but I still need a man because
right,
there are some things that I cannot do that only a man
right,
can do.
right.
So,
DG said, I think single mothers don't matter that much to expats. I don't think they do here either.
mhm,
But let me just tell you, DG, you know this already. It matters a lot to the local men. It
mhm.
matters a whole bunch to the local men.
Yeah.
So and so I mean, again, the fact is it does limit her options. So if
Mhm,
you're talking about that power pendulum or whatever,
mhm.
it swings depending on the situation. It
Yes,
does,
it
right?
does. Yeah.
Uh, and to I mean, if you're an older dude, the older you are, the less options you have.
Yes,
I
same
mean,
thing.
the less options you have, how much money you make,
Mhm.
it limits your options, right?
Yes.
Because what you
Mhm.
can do, if you can't do that much, maybe you can make her life a little bit better. But maybe this cat over here is younger
Mhm.
and has more money. He can make her life a whole lot better,
Mhm.
right? And if he might be a more attractive offer.
Yeah. Mhm.
Right?
Hello, Luca.
Hey, Luca, what's going on? Welcome
Yes.
to our show. Thanks for
Yes.
joining us as
Mhm.
always. All
Yes.
right. Let's see. And Luca. Oh, Luca, we
Okay,
love having
Willie.
you in here.
Yes, Willie.
Willie had another comment. Willie
Okay.
said what?
Chang, Rich, time for me to hit the gym and go maintaining my great 55-year-old body.
Get that
Thank
gym
you
in.
for your warm welcome. See you Saturday with pleasure. Thank you for your videos and help to all. Thank you, Willie.
Thanks for joining us, Willie. We appreciate you.
Mhm.
Get that gym time in.
Mhm.
All right. All right. DC said,
DC, it's not totally unique to the Philippines. Thailand and Vietnam does have it, not as extreme as the Philippines, but they still have an
yeah, they
issue.
do. They do. But like we were talking about last night, it's
Mhm.
just not it's not to the degree it's here.
Mhm.
I mean, you're not going to see those 50-year, 40, 30, 40, 50-year age
So
gaps
maybe
over there.
10-year age
You'll
gap
see, you'll
only.
see the 10, maybe even up to 15 years.
Mhm.
You might, but it's not going to be those extreme age gaps. And China is the same way. You
Mhm.
might see a small age gap, but it's not nothing. I don't know of another country that has the age gaps that exist here in the Philippines.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. And a quick reminder. Go ahead. So you do your comment.
So if you wish to be on the Couples Connection in future lives, please email Rich and let him know. The email is richie.rich.travels2@gmail.com.
We would love to have you on our couples connection. We would definitely love to have you. If
Mhm.
if you're a guy or a girl, actually, if you're a
Mhm.
woman or a man, you want to be on the couples connection, you want to get your profile out there for dating.
Yes.
Definitely hit me up in the email, and we'll get you on couples connection. Ching will do a great interview that won't sound robotic, and we'll promote you and see what the women or the men think about you.
Yeah, and
Right.
before we proceed to the next comment, thank you so much, Big Boss, for your super chat. He said for the Michigan win.
Oh,
Sorry.
dang it. Okay. Thank you for the super chat, Big Boss. Damn it, I was gonna watch that game after this live stream.
I'm sorry, guys.
Right, but we appreciate the super chat, brother.
Thank you.
Right,
I'm
you
sorry.
guys. No, it's okay. You guys, during the live stream, please do me a favor. Don't say scores in the chat. Don't put scores or any game highlights. Nothing. On Sundays, that's what I do after our live stream. I watch the games. We shoot some videos and I watch the games. So please don't put the scores of the games in here. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But now I know I don't have to watch Michigan and Nebraska. Okay. Let's see. Young Fresh.
Young Fresh Global, hello. Thank you
What's
for
up,
joining us on our live stream. I am 47 and women my age, I cannot expect them to pop out 3 or 4 babies. That's why I want a younger Filipina.
And that's another issue that we talked about like
Mhm.
maybe a month ago or so in the live
Mhm.
stream, that there's a good portion of young men who don't have children
Mhm.
and they would still like to have children. And so now it's important that you date a Filipina who's in maybe in mid 20s to mid 30s,
Mhm.
right? So that she's so she's not in that geriatric stage or whatever. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that makes we didn't include that. So I'm
Yeah.
glad you pointed that out, right?
Thank you so much, Young
Uh,
Fresh.
let's see. Young Fresh said 20 to 15 max. Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay.
So Young Fresh said, I met someone, I think she's a home run. Gonna make a YouTube video about her.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see the video.
Mhm.
Right. Okay.
All right. So Clint P said, if you break it down to the basics, a man wants sex and a woman wants money. We are negotiating what it takes for each to get what they want.
That's it. It's that simple.
Yes.
I know people don't like
The
it,
word
but it is. It's a transaction. What's it going to take for me to get that? Okay. What's it going to take for me to get this?
Mhm.
That's what it is, right? And as long as you keep giving me this, and it might change sometimes. Maybe I might need a little bit more of this, or maybe you need a little bit more of that. But you keep negotiating,
Mhm.
and it goes back and forth.
Let me just be honest with you. Before when
Preferably.
before when we started, before when we were in the infancy
Mhm.
of our relationship, I really don't like the word transaction because I think that I'm not, because in my mind I'm not after your money. I want you to be,
Mhm.
I want you to be my partner and to help me with the boys.
Right.
But as we do this YouTube channel, I think I'm getting more and more okay with the word transaction,
Mhm.
because I realized that it is, I just put in different things and then in exchange of what you do also. So I think it's basically a transaction.
That's exactly what it is. It's nothing other.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. Let's see. Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so Slick Rick said, doing great vet lifestyle. Thank you for asking, brother. Okay, so the veteran lifestyle is here.
What's going on, Vet? What's happening, man? Good to have you.
Hello.
Good to have you in here.
Thank
Okay.
you.
And
So DG said, doing strange things for a little
for a
change.
little change, okay. Rhoda said,
That's how we are brought up with as early as a kid. Our mother trained us to be good wife and good housekeeper.
and I think that's an important part of being here in the Philippines is that the women take a lot of pride in doing what they do, right? And taking care of their man. And it's not, it's slavery, it's
not.
yeah, they don't look at it like that. They just look like, this is how I show my man that how much I care about him. I'm gonna take care of him, and I more bang for your buck.
Yeah,
More bang
last
for your buck.
live stream we talked about purpose. You know, I think as a Filipina, that's my purpose. With if I have a partner, that's my purpose, is to take care of my partner.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So DC said, I think a 29-year-old Filipina are not as attractive to local man versus a Western man. 29.
29. I don't. What do you think? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think so. It depends on how old the Filipino is. I think.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I think 29. It's not that old, but here in the Philippines, you're pressured, especially when you're about to reach 30. If you're a Filipina and you're about to reach 30 and you still don't have children, you know, you're pressured by family.
Right.
You're pressured by, you know, you're turning 30.
Right.
You find a man already, something like that.
I got two friends that are a perfect example of that. You know one of them. And then I have another friend who they just said, you know, I got to have a baby. I don't care. I don't care who, you know, I'm 29 years old. I'm going 30. Or actually they were past 30 and I got to have a baby. And they went and found somebody to make a baby with, had a baby, and father, whatever happened to him happened to him, but they needed to make a baby. That's how they felt about it. Jared V.
Hello, Jared V. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome to Retreat Abroad. So, hey guys, how much money should you make if you want to start K1 visa with a Filipino?
What's a K1 visa?
It's a fiance visa.
Look at you, huh? Okay. See, now you understand? You feel me? You feel me? Okay. All right. We just had this whole conversation last night about visas and Ching is, and anyway, Ching just learned last night what a K1 visa was, right? And that it's the same thing as the famous fiance or 90-day fiance visa. She didn't know it was the same thing. We discussed it last night, but now you're up on game, right? All right. Knowledge is power, baby. Knowledge is power. Okay. Right. How much money should you make if you want to start a K1 visa with a Filipina? There actually is, Jared. There's a standard. There is a standard. I don't know what it is right now, but actually it's a very low standard. It's just above the poverty line. It's just above the poverty line. That's all you need to make to meet the criteria for a K1 visa. I'm not sure what the poverty line is in the U.S. now, but it used to be like the mid to high 20,000s. I can't imagine it being that much higher now, but it's not a high standard at all, Jared. Just so you know, I can look that up while we're talking. But let's get through the comments, and let's get to some of the comments, and then I might can look that up for him real quick. Morris is in the house. You know what, Morris? I was thinking about you, man. I was like, you know what, Morris ain't here. Where the hell is Morris at? Right? Like usually he's the first on tap to call in. But anyway, all right. Let's see.
Okay. So,
next comments. Okay, Paul Creed.
Okay, so Paul Creed said, I would say though, while legal, I do think it's a bit creepy with 18-year-old dating 40 plus. After about 25 though, sky's the limit. Go for what you know. I think 18 for me is still young when the woman is still 18. Although she's already of legal age, but I think there are a lot of things that she hasn't experienced. She doesn't have that experience, and I think her decision making skills is not really well developed. Let's put it at that. And I think an older guy can influence her to do a lot of things. So I think for me, 18 is too young.
I think it's too young, but it's of legal age. So
it's not illegal age,
but it's still weird. I get it. Going back to who was it that had the question? Jared. I just looked it up and I was correct. It doesn't say specifically what that poverty standard is, what the money, what the salary range is for the poverty line, but it's whatever the poverty line is. That's how much money you have to make to be able to file a K1 visa. But keep in mind, if things don't work out after you get married, you get 90 days to marry her. But if things don't work out, you're responsible for her staying in the U.S. She can stay you're responsible for up to 10 years, right? Now Moore's gonna call in. All right, okay. All right, so hold on. Is it on? Okay, cool. All right. Hold on a second, Morris. We'll get you in here.
Hold on. Hang in there.
Okay, Morris, what you got, man? Good morning to you. Good evening, actually.
Good evening. Good morning to you guys.
What's going on?
How's everyone today?
Very good, sir.
Great, great. On your topic is exposing the truth about the age gap relationship. It all depends on the maturity level of the individual, whether it be male or female.
Mm-hmm.
And for my previous marriage, we were 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
but she was very mature. And if you're going to go to that age, into the age gap of maybe 20 years, and it's still a level of maturity that's expected.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you go half your age, it's still a level of maturity. For me, that would be like 30.
Right.
So even at 30, you should have a level of maturity. And if you are still acting like a 18-year-old and you're not able to sit down, express yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and talk about what's wrong. Okay, there are some cultural differences, but like you said, you vet, you talk about how you prefer to settle issues, and once you're in a relationship and you can't express yourself, then something's wrong in the picture.
Yeah, there's maturity expected for sure.
Yeah, and for me, I was talking to my sister yesterday, and I was telling her that for me, I don't want to go down that path because you're talking about guys that want children. I'm gonna have 3 children.
Mm-hmm.
Then the 30, my oldest is 37.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not interested in having no more children and any more children.
Right.
So, and I don't expect a woman to be in her 40s. That's what I'm looking, 40 and up.
Right.
That don't have children.
Right.
But her children have to be of a growing age, maybe 18 in the teens, so they're almost out of the way.
Right.
But it all depends on, like I said, it all depends on the maturity level, and you're coming into that. She has to be mature enough to know that if she wants me to come into her life, then we have to have a discussion on the boundaries. We have to discipline. Absolutely. Because if the kids are still in the house, then we have to talk about, okay, do you want me to discipline him? And men know that if you're coming into a relationship and you got children, and the woman has children, and you can't discipline, rather verbally, sometimes maybe have to be physically, depending on how bad the situation is.
Right.
But no abuse. But and you can, then that's it. Don't make no sense being in a relationship because you're using your resources to raise these children, but you don't have no say.
Not me.
On how they are. Yeah.
Not me.
You have
guaranteed.
Right, especially. Yeah. That's right. And I'm the same way. That's not going to happen if you want me to be involved in your life.
That's it. Period. Hey, Morris, we feel you. I appreciate your call. Got to run. But when you ain't here, brother, we always notice it. We always notice it.
Thank you, Morris.
We love you, brother. Thank you.
Yes. All right.
Take
listening.
Care. Mm-hmm. Bye.
All right. Yeah, I totally agree. If I can't discipline kids or at least tell them what the F is going on, then yeah, we can't be in a relationship. We can't be in it, right? It depends on the situation. Yeah. Circumstances are important, right? Paul Creed, let's get back into the comments. Paul Creed said,
I would say though, while legal, I do think it's a bit creepy with 18-year-old dating 40 plus. After about 25 though, sky's the limit. Go for what you know.
Right. 18 to 40 plus. It's a tough one. 18 to 40. 18. I just, outside of having a banging body, I don't understand what you would want with an 18-year-old
18-year-old.
if you're 40 plus.
Mhm.
I mean, outside of her having a banging body,
Mhm.
how mature can she possibly be
Yes.
to match what you're
Your
in? Yeah,
maturity.
exactly.
Yeah, I think, we were talking about just the superficial when it
Mhm.
comes to 40 and 60, the physical,
Mhm.
because a woman who is very, very young can offer physical,
Mhm.
the benefits of physical things and all
Right.
that. But when it comes to emotional maturity,
Mhm.
financial maturity, and all the other maturity,
Right.
I think, and also when it comes to conversation, it will reveal itself.
Yes.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
they're
It's
going
like,
to
what are you
talk
talking
about.
about? Like, yeah. I don't understand it, but to each
Mm.
his own. I always say.
Mhm.
Luca said her husband and her is 60 and 40. Right. She had a lot to say, but she's got something in the. You know what, Luca? I'm gonna tell you something.
Mm.
You gotta be careful what you're saying, because in the U.S., when you say you got something in the oven, you know what that means?
No.
It means you're pregnant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we say I got a bun in the oven.
Uh-huh.
So that
Okay.
I thought Luca was saying she was announcing that she's pregnant, but I think she means it literally. She's got something to say, but
Mhm.
she's cooking something, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, I was reading and going, oh damn,
Mhm.
Luca's pregnant, but I'm like, no, she's really cooking, right? Okay,
Maybe
all right,
I don't know.
all right.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead.
All right. So emotional maturity on the younger partner is important.
Super
Yeah.
important,
So.
because she can be a headache. She can bring a lot of drama, and that'll be a problem. Go ahead, do your thing.
So good to hear that, Luca. Happy for your vote. That's why I
No,
said.
yeah. So Slick Rick thought the same thing. Slick Rick, I don't think she's literally has a. Yeah, she's baking, bruh. She's baking something. Not.
Maybe.
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. That's what I was like. Oh, what? Lucas pregnant? No, no.
I'm just literally
Yeah.
translating that. Okay. So so no sniveling.
Right.
We have a new name.
Yeah. No sniveling. What's up? Welcome to our YouTube channel. Welcome to our live stream. We always appreciate you coming. Don't let this be the last time.
Yeah.
He said
60, she's 45, not too much of an
15
age
years
gap.
is cool, man.
Yeah.
Especially here, 15 years is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay. And Luca said can't expect to be baby just because you're younger. Right, exactly. We appreciate you gotta be mature, right?
Hey, but a lot of this is why a lot of younger Filipinos would want to be with an older foreigner,
Mhm.
because they think that a mature guy would treat them like a princess, would treat them like a baby,
Nah, you gonna learn today.
Mm.
Yeah, 'cause you ain't getting. I mean, is it really? Do you see dudes baby in there? I don't think so. 'Cause I don't think that's.
Wait! I saw one at the mall, like an older guy with a super young. I think she was like 19, and then she's holding the latest iPhone, and then of course she was like baby talking. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. All right, go ahead. Oh, okay, go ahead. Sorry about that. All right, we'll take this call. I think we might have missed the call.
Hello,
Oh, there you go. Go ahead. Who's on the line?
chosen one.
What's up, chosen one? What's going on, bro?
Just getting back to the topic. I don't think there's nothing wrong with age gaps.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be honest with you, that's the only reason why a lot of these people are here.
Yes, I totally agree. I totally agree.
And I mean, just to be honest with you, no 50, 60, or 70-year-old is going to travel 8,000 miles to date another 50, 60, or 70-year-old. That is the perks of the Philippines.
Right. Not doing it. I totally agree. I think it is what makes the Philippines unique.
Yeah.
Because even Thailand, Vietnam, China, there's age gap, but nothing is like here. There's no other place like the Philippines. Right. Appreciate you. Quick call.
I agree.
Anything else?
Oh no, that was it. And so I mean that is the real truth. I feel like that is the real truth about the age gap. Everybody is here for a reason, and if you notice, most of these vloggers, everybody's wives are super way younger, and that's just the way it is.
Right. But I actually agree with. I have to agree, because I'm trying to, as you're talking, I'm trying to think of a vlogger whose wife or partner is significant or is the same age. Almost no. I think Frank and Fell, they might be close to the same age, actually, but that's about it. That's about it.
The rest are in age gap relationships.
They're in age gap relationships, right? Okay. Appreciate your input, bro. Thanks for calling in, man.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's on point. I
Yeah.
think we know what it is. We know what it
Yes.
is, and it's just if you're in the second half of the fourth quarter, you get a chance. You get another chance at love. Hopefully you fix the shit that was wrong with you, and you have another chance at love.
Mm-hmm.
And you can catch. You don't pick the low hanging fruit. Pick better, choose better, and be better. And you get one last. You can go out with a hurrah. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hoorah.
Yeah.
Okay, Rhoda said, I agree because there are also old Filipino but still acting like a kid. So knowing her is very important.
Super important. Super important.
Imagine me having a tantrum, son.
Man, I can imagine. I can imagine you doing it one time. I can imagine you doing it
I
one
won't
time.
do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you would get to do that once.
Yeah. Okay, so Luca said, always wanted to marry someone a lot older than me. I feel I can connect with an older, mature person than someone my age.
I've heard that before too, though. I actually have heard that. I mean, because it's part of the culture now. It's kind of like
It
it's
matches.
yeah, because people have seen it for so many years. It is kind of normalized,
Mhm.
a little bit normalized here. So but I've heard several women say that they always wanted to marry someone that's significantly older. I don't know if I don't know if 20 years or I mean like older than 20 years is division like 30 and 40 years or something like that. But 60-40 doesn't seem like anything to me, right? 60-40 seems pretty common to me. So
Yes.
so that makes sense, right?
Mhm.
Alan, what's going on, man?
Hello, Alan. Hello from Kalinga,
Mhm.
Luzon. Luckily, the current typhoon is staying far north of us.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a typhoon again.
Yeah, batten down the hatches and
Mhm.
stay safe, Alan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesse is
Jesse's
here.
in the house.
Thank
What's going
you,
on?
Jesse.
Right? What's going on with you, Jesse?
So Rhoda and Slick Rick, according to Luca. I know, right? They use their young age as an excuse to get into that tampo crap mode, and they think they can always get away with anything because the older partner would understand.
No, because the older partner, it's not that he understands. He doesn't think he can do better. He doesn't think so. He's willing to tolerate it because she's cute, like you said. She's really cute, and she gives him what he wants. Yeah, she gets a little pouty, and he'll put up with it. I agree with you, Luca. There's that confident man who comes to the Philippines. Pull a tampo on him and see how he responds. I don't think it's gonna go well. Yeah.
I like when you do that, honey.
Anyway, okay. All right.
Okay, Rhoda said, yes, Luca, we have this thinking that the man should be older than us. Yeah.
Rhoda, Luca, we're all together on this one, right?
Let's go, girls.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to answer this or we pass it?
Yeah, sure. I have no problems. No sniveling said Cheng has more than one child. Yes, I have 2 boys.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. Slick Rick, a little promo. You want to go ahead and read the promo?
Yes, but so Slick Rick reminds us to come out and join us on our meet and greet collab with Sunshine Shoulders at the Draft Restaurant and Brewery at the Power Plant Mall in Makati on September 27th from 4 p.m.
It's gonna be later than 8
Yeah.
p.m. It's gonna be later. It's just gonna be cracking. Tell you to shut it down, man. All right. Okay.
Luca said to Rhoda, agree, it's crazy sometimes how judgmental other people are when they see an older woman with a much younger guy, especially here in the Philippines. Cougars aren't too common as it.
I mean, she's a cougar. I mean, our age gap is 17 years. People always think she like, what you doing with a younger dude? Got you a young cat, a young thunder cat.
Yeah,
right?
I think we were talking about the double standard earlier because a foreign guy, a much older foreign guy, can date a younger Filipina, and they would just look once and then they'll not because they understand what's behind the relationship. But when an older Filipina would date a younger dude, you'll get, what are you doing?
You know what she's doing. She's getting those guts rearranged. Yeah. That's what I mean. What else is she doing? She's trying to feel young. She's trying to feel young again. She's getting her guts rearranged.
Yeah, because if you do that, I think that you are, as a woman, you feel more desired. Because a lot of women, that's human nature. You want to be desired by a man. So
that's what it is. That's what it is. So you might wear a shirt that that's has lower cut, that might be a little bit more revealing, stuff like that. You just want to feel desired by a man. You want to be looked at and appreciated, right? That's
by my man. By my man.
DG says she should want a man and not need a man. I agree with you,
Need
DG.
one. Ah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Joey, what's going on, Joey? What's
Hello,
happening, brother?
Joey.
Always good to have you up in here.
It's
My Filipino peeps.
Yeah, it's common here in our country. Some stigma with younger women with an older man.
Right, right. Okay. All right. Morris said, Luca, you're correct. When the roles are reversed, it is shamed on, right? Right. When Leonardo DiCaprio, when he puts the cap on 25, you know what? We're talking about what happens if a woman is like 25 and a half.
Yeah, 6 months.
You got 6 months to get
to
right.
Mess with Leonardo.
And you're getting cut from the team, right? Right. Or what if your birthday is tomorrow?
Yeah. Oh no.
You're 24. Your birthday is tomorrow, right? You get it in tonight. Yeah, get it in tonight, Jack. Because it is over, right?
So it's just a conversation between those click. So DC said, at the end of the day, I don't want a daughter to be with a man who cannot provide either.
I don't want.
I don't want my daughter to be with a man who cannot provide either.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. I wouldn't want to either. I really wouldn't want that either.
I think that's what most parents want for their children. They want a partner.
Go ahead.
They want, like, for example, that's what my parents want for me or for their daughters, that, you know, they want someone to be able to provide and protect my daughter.
But here, and since we have Luca and we have Rhoda in here and Joey in here, I want to ask a question. And in the Philippines, if you're dating a foreign guy, right? Do you think your family is looking at? Remember we were talking about this last night. Do you think your family is looking at this foreign guy and saying, "Hey, he's stable. That's what we want for our daughter"? Or in reality, do you think he's saying? Do you think her family is saying, he's got money, so she can give him a better life, and maybe she can make our lives better too, right? Do you think they're looking at him like, oh, he's stable, he'll be a good match for our daughter, this is good for her, or are they saying, this can give our family some clout, this can, and if we have some problems, he can put in some money, and he can take care of stuff. He's got money. Go ahead.
I think my answer to that is, some would say that I'll look at that foreign guy as someone who could help us. But there are families also that they see that man, he's stable, he has a job, he can take care of my daughter, and he could be a good partner to my daughter.
There's no shade on Philippines people. I think the majority of
a lot would say.
I think they feel like there's some clout involved with dating a foreigner, and then maybe that foreigner can help the family out too.
Yeah, because your parents will brag about, that's my daughter's boyfriend,
right?
Something like that. So that's clout. Yeah. So they would brag about the neighbors and this and that, but it's part of the.
But I don't think they're saying, this guy's good for my daughter because he's stable. I don't.
Stability means money, honey.
But aren't you saying what I just said though?
Yeah.
It's about them. It's still about the money.
It's still about the money. Okay, so let's say it what it is. Yeah. It's about money.
That's all I'm saying. Let's call it what it is. Yeah.
It's about money, because if you want your daughter to live a comfortable life, you want your children to live a comfortable life, and if you see that man, he's stable, he can provide, he can protect, then I'm good with that.
Right.
It just, but a lot of families would think that, that foreign guy can help us too. But there are some families, there are exceptions, of course, that would look at that foreign guy as, I'm not looking at him to help the entire family, but I want him to look at providing for my daughter.
For sure. For sure. I'm not saying all. I'm not saying all. I mean, I'm just making a generalization.
Yeah,
right?
Gotcha.
Paul Creed said, like this, like that, like this, and you got. I'm impressed. But you always in your hip hop mood. Your hip hop groove, right? So I think you picked up on that, right? Negotiation. May all your relationships be a two-sided and good faith negotiation toward improving the relationship. Well, that was very nice.
Yeah,
that was very nice, right?
It's always a negotiation. It's a compromise, because it's not going to work out the things you want it to work out. It has to become You're smiling. There's sometimes I have to flip it the way I flip it. I flip the pancake the way I want to flip it.
I just let you go. I just let you go.
So it's always a negotiation. So there. So DG said longevity and loyalty go a long way with me.
Open Your Eyes is in the house. What's up, Open Your Eyes? He said, "What's up, people?" All right.
Hello, open your eyes.
DC said, "You should import cars, not people." Right?
Maybe that's their conversation earlier.
Sass in the Philippines.
Hey, Sass, it's been a while.
What's up, Sass? What's going on, man? Nice having you in the house. All right.
So, Open Your Eyes said, "I don't think if you can, but cigarettes legally from okay. Join the military." That's their conversation.
Different convo. Okay.
All right. So Joey said, 18 years old is still young. Those women are easily manipulated by those non-good intentions men out there.
No, we were talking about that last night, right? The whole manipulation thing.
Yeah.
Now, this is where but Joey, let me ask you this question. Is she being manipulated? What does manipulated mean? It means that what does it mean?
Controlling.
That you're controlling her, right? And you're I actually had Ching look up the word manipulation and what's the meaning. Manipulating it has a connotation like she doesn't know what's happening, like she's being tricked into what's happening. And again, I'm not ever going to condone anybody being young, and for me 18 years, even 20 anything years is too young for me. But she knows what's happening. She knows what's happening.
Doing.
She knows what she's getting into. She may not can see the future, she may not can see, but she knows where it's going and she knows what's happening. So I don't know. In my mind, I don't think she's being manipulated because she knows. She's going into it knowing what she needs to give to get what she wants, and vice versa. So I don't know about the manipulation thing, but I do get what you're saying overall. I definitely get what you're saying. Okay. Okay.
So Rhoda said, "Yes, Cheng, I agree. 18 is too young, even if she will be marrying a local man. More so if she will be marrying a foreigner." Yeah, because just like what you said, she doesn't look ahead, doesn't have foresight. She just care about the now. Okay, I think that's for most
28
women.
and 38 don't have foresight.
That's for a lot of women.
Yeah, some people 28 and 38 don't look ahead. Just saying, right?
Okay, don't say my name.
I didn't say nobody's names. I just said some people. Right. But Rhoda, I totally agree with you. I just think I don't see why any man would come here and want to be with it. Unless if he was 21, okay, fine. 22, maybe 23. Yeah.
But here in the Philippines, honey, when you marry, just to put you up on game, when you're 24, when you marry, because I married when I was 24 years old, when my parents need to sign a consent waiver.
Right.
Yes, because that you know what you're doing and your parents know what you're doing. So 24 below for women, if you're going to marry that person.
Oh, is it really?
Yes, you have to parents consent.
I think that's a good thing. I think for us it's below the age of 18.
Oh yeah.
You can get married at 16.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 16 or 17, but it has to be with parental consent.
Here at 24, because I remember I have to ask my parents to sign my marriage application.
Right. All right. All right. And Tiger said, "I act younger and she acts older, so we meet in the middle." Right.
Yeah.
Right. Do I act young? No, I guess I don't. But I hear you. But I hear you. I definitely hear you. Clint P. Thank you, Clint. I appreciate that. He said that the standard is $21,150.
Thank you, Clint P.
Thank you, Clint. That's the poverty standard, right? It's the standard is always the poverty level, and it does adjust according to what's going on in the country and all that stuff.
All right. Thank you, Clint.
Thank you, Clint.
Clint.
That's Clint.
Sorry.
Yeah. Give credit, the right credit. Okay.
So Lucas said, "Respect is gold. Relationship may not last, but it's vital to maintain that respect, and even love will last."
If she don't respect you, if you don't respect each other, it is not going to last. Period. Period. So it won't. So that's why I always say the money is not going to be the thing that makes the relationship last.
It's
Because if she don't respect you, she's going to keep it pushing. She's going to move on, and as soon as she stops getting what she wants, she's going to move on.
Okay. So Joey said, "Yes, it's also considered the maturity level of a person. Some young women are matured than some like 30 or 40-year-old lady. It's all about maturity and not about age. But still, 18 years old is young."
It's too damn young, Joey. 18 is too damn young for me, damn it.
Mhm.
And I absolutely agree with this comment. It depends. Some people are just more mature
Mhm.
than other people, but 18, how mature can you be at age 18?
I don't think
I
so.
just to be with somebody 40 years old.
Mhm. I
stop.
remember
Yeah,
doing a
quit playing, man.
tampo when I was 18.
Yeah, you did thumb. Did it work?
No, of course not.
Okay. It still don't work, huh?
It didn't work before. Why would it work now?
Exactly. You might need to get better at it. Something. I don't know.
No,
Or just don't do it.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
Did I
just
do?
don't do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Tim said, "Hello, Tim. Welcome to our live
What's up,
stream.
Tim?
I'm 50 in a relationship with a 25-year-old, super mature, super respectful.
It's 25 years.
Mhm.
It's 25 years. I ain't mad at you,
Mhm.
dude.
Open
Right?
your eyes. How can we call? The number is 415-490-8030.
Damn it, Slick Rick, you're not doing your job.
We're just kidding. But
Call in, bro. The line,
the number is here again,
Yeah.
415-490-8030. If you are calling from outside the US, just add +1.
yeah, and the lines are open. The lines
Mhm.
are open. We can take 2 more calls before the end of this.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's see. Where are we?
Okay, so I think
Good.
we're far behind.
That's right.
Okay.
Right here.
Okay.
Okay,
Go
right
ahead,
here, right there.
Right there. Okay. There we go.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay. He
Okay,
gave
put
the
the
number.
number.
He gave the number.
All right, okay, go ahead, read Tim's.
Tim said, I'm 50 in a relationship with 25-year-old, super mature, super respectful. Age doesn't matter either. She's a good woman or she's not.
I ain't mad at you. I
Mhm.
totally agree. Bro.
So DC said, as foreigners, we to offer guidance, but we need to be careful what we do.
Because there a lot of people, a lot of them are listening intently, they're learning, and so I mean, you're taking on a responsibility, right? Because you're guiding somebody, you're kind of becoming a mentor
Mhm.
in some ways. So it's
Mhm.
important, right?
Mhm.
Okay, let's see. See, I told you. So DC said, I thought Luca was pregnant too. That's what I'm saying. You got to be careful because different cultures. When we say I have something in the oven, it means you're having a baby.
It's an idiom.
So yeah, so all of us, we thought Luca was saying she was pregnant.
I took it literally.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, that's why I had to.
Culture.
I read through it. I'm like, no, she really means she's cooking something. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And see, Raymond says, right, exactly. Look at this. Right. Raymond says the same thing. I thought the same, right?
Uh-huh.
Right. Okay,
Uh-huh.
good.
Okay.
Okay, so Luca, be careful. Luca, be careful. Right. So
I'm sorry, my bad. Got something baking in the oven.
Right,
I was about to remove the message, but I got busy.
yeah.
It's all good.
We got you now.
We got
you.
two different.
Luca's not pregnant, people. She's not pregnant, right?
Okay.
Okay.
But as a Filipino, I took it literally. Just
Right.
like what Luca said. But as an American,
Nah. Because we use idioms all the time.
North Carolina.
We use slang. Yeah, we use slang and idioms all the time. That's what it means.
Mhm.
So you learned something today, right?
Yeah.
You say I got something in the oven, or I got a bun. We
Yeah.
used to say I got a bun in the oven.
Mhm.
That means I'm pregnant. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So all right.
Okay, so Slick Rick reminds us, if you
Uh-huh.
want to be on the Couples Connection in the future lives, please email Rich and let him know. Richie.rich.travels2
Hit me in
at
the emails.
gmail.com.
Hit me in the emails.
Mhm.
Be on the Couples Connection. Get yourself out there. Get yourself out there. Get out in front of some nice, fine, young, quality Filipinas out here in the Philippines.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
Right. Clint P said the age gap is helping the economy. Clint P, I'm not mad at you. I agree with you, bro.
Mhm.
I think it does wonders to the economy. There's a lot of guys coming here who are pensioners and who have their 401ks and they spend money here
Mhm.
and add to the economy. So I agree. Okay?
Mhm. So Lucas said, "Gentlemen, I'm past that age to have a baby."
Right. We didn't know. We were giving you the benefit of the doubt too.
Yeah.
Right? All right. All right. Open your eyes. Said I'll send you an email. Much appreciated. I'll look forward to your email, bro.
And I was going to call, bro, but I have no cell signal in the woods.
You doing okay in the woods, bro? You all right? Okay. Hopefully there's no bears. And
Okay.
open your eyes real quick. Where are you from, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you
Good
from?
question.
If you guys come in, number one, please hit the like button, hit that thumbs up button when you come in or when you leave. Hopefully you don't leave, but hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new, let us know where you're from. Let us know. We always appreciate that. Okay. Let's see. All right. Lucas says she's baking
focaccia bread.
For her room smell. I bet you it smells good in there,
Mhm.
right? Okay. Lucas said 20 years is the maximum age gap for her. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Moore said the aroma must be banging, right? The smell of bread cooking in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Man, that smell good, right?
Mhm.
All right. Stop. DG, where's your mind at today, bro? Right. I can't even. You know what? I'll do this. Yeah. Okay. Next comment.
Clint
go ahead.
P said, if I'm 70, 80 plus and single, I might not mind something young in the last quarter. Money stays here when you're gone.
It does.
Mhm.
It does indeed.
Mhm.
Right.
All right. So foreigners, Joey said, foreigners are like stable to provide for their daughters. And at the same time, your family has this proud mentality of having a foreign man to their
Right.
daughter. It's a big
Right.
plus.
It's a
It is.
boon.
Mhm. So Isaac B said, I always dated my age or older with that understanding, although not the motivator. Most of the women I dated and married were in a better financial situation. That goes for my Filipino wife.
Right. Right. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with marrying up. Nothing. Yeah.
Rhoda said, our parents only wants the best for us. If they can see that you will be in good situation, they will give their approval. Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. For sure.
So you're 18 or 40, our parents just want the best for us. Yes, I agree.
It doesn't matter, right? Okay.
Amirabui said it's an awesome subject.
Thank you, Amirabui. Appreciate it.
And Clint P, women everywhere don't understand. If you are submissive and be a man's piece, he will make sure you need nothing.
You want to read it again?
Opo,
Read it again. Go ahead.
women everywhere don't
They don't
understand. If you are submissive and be a man's piece,
Just
he
be
will
his
make
piece.
sure you need nothing.
Just be his piece. He'll make sure you need nothing. Nothing. Just be. What's that word? P E
A C
C
E.
E. What's that spell?
Peace.
Peace. Okay. All right. Okay. Next comment.
Joey, it means taking advantage of innocence, and most 18-year-old have no idea. They just want the relationship and not the responsibility. That's why many unwanted pregnancies unwanted pregnant in the country. Yes.
I agree. I do agree with that. They just don't. They don't. What do you know at 18 years old? You don't know shit. I mean, you really don't know a damn thing, right? At 18 years old. Think of what you knew at 18 right now, and you're laughing. I mean, you're probably laughing because you realize, like me, that you really didn't know a mother. You didn't know a mother effing thing, right? At 18 years old, because none of us do. We're just kids trying to figure stuff out. But yeah, shoot, you can't be making real life adult life-changing decisions at 18 years old. I mean, the law says you can, but you're not. But most kids aren't ready to be doing that.
For sure. They don't have the experience. And thank you so much, Tim, for dropping a super chat.
Tim, thank you, man.
Keep up the great videos. Love the bloopers. I'm out of here. Have a great night. Thank
Tim,
you
we
so
appreciate
much.
you coming in. Don't let it be the last time you drop in, bro.
Yes, thank you, Tim. All right. So Luca said, my family was kind of worried at first when they found out he's a foreigner, but they respected my decision and was happy for me after they saw how me and Hubs get along 20 years plus years moving forward.
You know, when I see that, I'm serious. Luca, I'm gonna ask something of you. We only got 8 minutes, so I'm gonna try to zip through this. Luca, can you list 3 things? When I see people say they've been married 20 years, I want to know what's the secrets. How do you stay married? What makes your marriage successful that you've done it for 20 years? Can you list 3 things? And if you want to, you can even call in, which would be even better to end this. List 3 things that you need, or however many, that make marriage successful in a relationship with a foreign guy, with a Filipino. I would love for you to call in for this, Luca. I think that would be awesome if you would. If not, go ahead and put it in the chat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get through the comments in the meantime.
So before I read Mr. Alex's comment, thank you so much, Naps, for the super chat.
Naps, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
And also Tiger Ronnie, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you, Tiger. Much appreciated.
Guys.
By the way, while Luca's working on this, I'm gonna tell you guys something. I just told Ching this yesterday. I just told Ching we're going to Disneyland.
Oh yeah.
We're going to Disneyland. I told you guys Ching has never been out of the country, and Ching is super, super excited. Super excited. So we are going to Disneyland in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we're going to Disneyland, and we're going to combine. We were going to go to Thailand and do a Spartan race, but I decided Taiwan and do a Spartan race. But I decided we would go to Disneyland, Hong Kong Disney. Hong Kong Disney, which is an awesome place, right? I'm sure if you've been there. We're gonna go to Hong Kong Disney, and then the next 2 days we're gonna do a hike. We're gonna do a hike, so you can see she's super hyped. I just decided I thought it would be a cool trip, and she really liked the idea. So in 2 weeks, and we are gonna do our live stream from Hong Kong in 2 weeks, right? So it should be pretty cool. Look at her, look like a kid in a candy store, right? Right. So anyway, I thought I'd share that with you guys. And okay, let's get back to channel.
Okay, Mr. Alex said there is a YouTube channel called Chow Wang. I believe the man is 35 years old and the girl is from the Philippines, is 23 years old.
Yeah, that's a good look gap there.
Okay. So,
Mm.
well, maybe he's the one who made the video about Chinese men marrying Filipino.
Could be. Could be.
Chow Wang. Okay, so Slick Rick reminded us, come out and join Richie and Cheng, him and me, for a meet and greet together with
and
Sunshine Shoulders with a collab at the Draft Restaurant and Brewery at the Power Plant Mall in Makati.
Can I do this?
Not sure.
No.
No.
Right. All
Okay. Luca said, but just because the guy is older doesn't mean most of them are emotionally matured. Some have gotten old and set in their ways. They refuse change or were prejudiced.
You got to change what you were doing at home. You got to up your game. You have to up your game, and you have to get better. If you want better, you have to be better, right? Look, I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you.
So Mr. Alex said, I am from Hong Kong. Lived up to 1994, then immigrated to New Zealand with parents.
Nice. So Mr. Alex, I wish we weren't at the end of this live stream because I would talk to you about our Hong Kong plans in a couple weeks, right? Joey said, I agree, Lucas. Some men are also immature despite their age.
Yes,
it's true. It is super true. It is super true.
For sure.
No question. Morris said, Luca, you're putting out facts tonight.
That's
I agree, right?
Hello,
Jose. You can put.
Okay, po. Hello, Jose. It's not only in the Philippines with a wide age gap. In Mexico, I know a couple that married with their girl's blessing to a 48-year-old man that the family knew for a long time.
Okay, Jose, first, thanks for sharing that. Question for you. Is that the norm, though, or would you say that's the exception or the rule? Because you might be putting me up on game. I didn't know that. So is that the norm in Mexico? I didn't know that was kind of like a normal thing, but thanks for sharing that. I appreciate it. And Jose, I don't think, is that a new name?
No, it's
I thought you were the greeting girl. Aren't you supposed to be like the greeting?
He's not a new name.
That's what I just said. Oh, you said it's not.
It's not.
My bad. Okay.
Po.
Jose, thanks for chiming in. Don't let it be the last
but
time.
it's been a while, Jose,
right,
since
so
you
yeah,
last come in.
Definitely.
Welcome back.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Joey said, congrats, Luca. I'm looking forward to that 20-year marriage with my wife. I think we all are, Joey. I mean, Luca, when I hear 20 years, you're my hero. So I'm being serious. You're my hero because, I mean, some people can't even be friends with somebody for 20 years, right? But to be married, that's super cool. Super cool, right? Rhoda said, so happy for you, right? For both of you. Yeah, Luca, 3 things. Give it to us, baby. Give it to us, right? All right, Morris said, thanks, Rich and Ching. Hope you have a great time. We're going to have a great time. I got the whole thing planned out. I broke down the plan. Morris, she was cheesing. She had a cheese smile on her face yesterday for like a long time. Yeah, it was. I planned it pretty good, so it should be good. Let's see. So Luca said the first thing. Go ahead. I'll let you do it.
Respect. Number 2, unconditional love, patience, sense of humor, constant communication.
Constant communication. Okay.
Sense of humor.
So communication is important. So like saying
what?
Okay. Communication, constant communication is important. You know, the 5 things. You can do 6 if you want to, Luca. You can keep them coming if you want to, but I appreciate this. I think all of these are imperative to a long-term relationship. Unconditional love, unconditional respect, patience. Man, if you're in a long-term relationship with somebody here, if you're from the West, you're gonna need a lot of patience. I'm telling. I don't care who it is. I don't care how smart she is. I don't care what kind of background she has. If she comes from here, and you come from the West, you're both gonna need a lot of patience. Both of you.
Yes. Especially when you're adjusting to each other's culture.
For sure.
So yeah.
For sure. Okay. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Look at this.
Yay!
We got to the bottom of the comments, right? We got to the bottom of the comments. All right, Big Boss. We're gonna finish with Big Boss.
Okay, so everyone is always talking age gap. It's more age appropriate than the gap. Yes.
That's a great point. That's a
Age
great point.
appropriate.
KB
Okay.
is gonna finish this live stream off.
Mhm.
So let's get him in here. Oh, I thought he was calling in, but
Okay.
I think he's just hitting me on the
Mm.
hitting me on
Mm-mm.
WhatsApp.
Yeah, okay.
So you guys, first, thanks a lot for chiming in. If you're going to be in Manila, definitely jump in and join us at our meet and greet.
Yep,
It's
on September.
It's next Saturday.
Yeah, September 27 at the Draft Restaurant and Brewery at the Power Plant Mall, Makati, from 4 o'clock p.m. to 8 p.m.
If you have any questions, you can hit me up on my WhatsApp or you know the email. So the
Yeah,
emails
so
is on every single live stream and video.
videos, yes. And if you want to join in the couples connection, don't forget to hit us up. If you're single and you're looking for a partner, put yourself here on our Rich Rich Abroad couples connection, and a lot of people will be watching.
Luca, Rhoda, come to our meet and greet. Come to our meet and greet. We would love to meet you guys. And anybody else who's here, we'd love to have you guys. We'd love to meet you guys. Luca's got one last one. And let's end it on Luca's note. Right?
Yes.
Go
Okay.
ahead,
Last word. Marriage will always be a work in progress, no
it's
matter
a job.
what. Yeah.
It is a job. Some people ain't willing to do that job.
Because they think that the moment they married, that's the end of it.
Right.
But the work starts there. Yes.
That's where the work starts.
And every day, it's a choice to keep choosing that person.
Shout out to you. Right. And I'm going to end it right here where it says, where Obi-Wan says, such wise women in the chat. Obi-Wan, I'm with you on that. And I want to just take a moment to give a shout out to Chang, shout out to Rhoda, shout out to Luca, for adding a lot of quality to the live stream. I really appreciate that. And you women don't understand how much we appreciate having you in on our live stream, having some local Filipinas to give us some direction, to talk, to really put us up on game and to tell us how the women here think. I mean, we can talk all we want to as men, but to hear it come from the women's mouth is a completely different ball game. To hear it come from Luca, who's done it for 20 years. So she's up on game. From Rhoda, who's been around for a little bit and done her thing. So these women know what they're talking about. So we really appreciate you having you women in the chat. And please don't go away. We love having you. And we hope that we can grow this family and add more women to the chat.
So
any last words, sweetie?
Yeah, I just read that. I just missed it. I was in Makati last week. Now I'm back in Las Vegas. So Jose will miss the meet and greet.
Oh, okay. And Quincenera is the coming of age 15th birthday in the Philippines. It's called a debut at age 18, right? Okay, good to know. Good to know. All right, excellent. All right. Luca said I can't see everyone, but love talking with you guys. Wait, back at you, Luca.
Thank you so much.
You guys, thank you guys a lot. We appreciate you. And stay tuned. Next Friday, members only live stream.
Yes.
And then Saturday we'll do our regular live stream with you guys. And then in 2 weeks we'll be doing our live stream from Hong Kong, son. Right. Look at you. I know you're happy. All right, so we got to get going. We're gonna get something to eat, and then we got to start shooting some videos. So we'll see you guys. We love you guys. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you for your support again. And what else?
Thank you.
All right.
Deuces.
So I'm Richie Rich for Rich Rich Abroad.
And this is Chang.
Deuces.
We're out.